I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin. In this video, we're going to have a look at Kingdomraids launching through Spectre VC on the Quantum Store. First time we're having a look at Spectre VC. They have an interesting project. In this video, a full review and of course, a slight price prediction. Let's have a look at Kingdomraids. I have the full pitch deck right here. Kingdomraids is the leading P2P RPG on an NFT metaverse. The art looks quite cool. Let's go through it and see what we have. Developed by OX Tech Limited and LE Labs, so it's a collab project, AAA gaming studio which got more than 100 million downloads, backed by Animoca Brands, Kingsway Capital, Hyperchain Capital, LD Capital, Spectre, Liberty Gaming Guild, and MGG. I don't know what MGG means, but let's go through it. Set in a fictional world, Dude Kingdom, a land of mystery and adventure where the local inhabitants are known as dudes. That's familiar because we also seen that with Aperon. These characters are also called dudes. The King Dude summons heroes, monsters, and magical beings from other realms into the world. These summoned heroes and the dudes fight hand in hand to regain control of the lost land from the hands of invaders. Assemble your squad and join us on the journey of the Kingdomraid. That makes sense. Simple ID. Heroes, lands and buildings, conquer battlefields and more, virtual economy, NFT marketplace, and play to earn economy. Over 40 heroes available with unique abilities, normal, rare, epic, legendary, and mythic varieties. The elements that they possess: fire, water, earth, light, and dark. Makes sense. You have unique features: summon, awakening, fusion. Right, so the red guy on the left, the warrior's fusion. This guy must be summon, I assume, and then this guy is awakening. All right, interesting. Land features will have multiple regions with corresponding elements of fire, water, earth, light, and dark. Each region is divided into many small tokenized build plots in which players can construct mines, buildings, and decorations. Right, and there's some examples provided here at the bottom of them houses. Land is an NFT asset that can be traded on the marketplace. Landowners can extract precious resources below their lands and rare resources that are only indigenously, difficult word, available to some specific types of land. There will be unexplored territories where players can explore. All right, makes sense. The player has builders. The number of builders imposes a restriction on the number of simultaneously constructions upgrades the player can have running at one time. Construction time can be reduced by using in-game currency. All right, is that a play to win mechanic there? Or is it maybe the dual token and the deflationary one? Let's have a look. One which we reach the tokenomics. Game activities, conquer battlefields and more, PvP battle, hero summon and upgrade, challenge tournament. All right, so a large variety of activities to keep the user entertained. Definitely important with these type of games, as it's basically about like some style of map expansion game, right? In this mode, players raid other kingdoms to gain resources and earn trophies in order to get promoted to the next league. Unprotected kingdoms are random matched. Okay. Players can have the first 30 seconds to examine the target village and plan their raids. If players decide to back out, the system will automatically match them with other player kingdoms. Players have non-refundable raid tickets to join. Right, that's the PvP aspect of the game. Each hero owns a set of statistics and attributes that can be improved. Using in-game currencies and resources, heroes will be stronger after they're being upgraded. That makes sense. There's a list of challenges, milestones that encourage players to engage in in-game activities such as spending in-game currency, completing the first tournament, solo challenges, clan challenges, a solo tournament, clan tournament. Basically, that's like the group aspect, right? It's always, I would say, most of the time more fun to play games together than alone with your friends, if you have any. And if you don't, sad. Dungeons are unexplored territories in which players can find extremely rare resources. There are 3 types of dungeons: elemental, metal, miscellaneous. Players have to pay a teleportation fee in dungeon tickets. Okay, fair. Again, economic segment there. There are daily, weekly, monthly quests active at the same time. New daily quests will be activated at midnight. After finishing each quest, players will be rewarded. The daily quest, such an underestimated utilization in most games, right? Underutilized. Why? Because it keeps the player coming back every single day because they make that micro commitment. Although players say they hate it, right? Most often from a gaming experience because it feels like grinding, yet they are going to come back because they want these rewards. So as long as the rewards are sufficient, there is a continuous loop of engagement, and that's how you create addicts. Story campaigns will be added and unlocked as players progress through the game. You got the chapter of the barbarians, the forest, and the knight. Okay, cool. Clan members are protected from being raided. For limited time, players without clan are vulnerable to be attacked from other players, which basically motivates you to join a clan. Token utility, a dual token system, as I said, which is most likely anyway. That's what most games use these days. Governance token, limited supply, released as scheduled. On the other one, of course, uncapped supply governed by the economy, I would say, right? Voting, staking, payments from virtual assets, okay, buying, staking, completing quest. Yeah, all makes sense. It's your regular dual token model, nothing too interesting here. Tokenomics, our favorite part. As always, I like to know a little bit of background about the game. How is it going to work? But do I really care about the game? Am I going to play it? Fuck no. Right? I care about the tokenomics. I care about the investment opportunity because I want to know if there's a good potential return here. It does look good. It does look interesting. I mean, I'm not super hyped about the game. It's not a AAA game, but I like what I'm seeing so far. The ticker, KRS, Binance Smart Chain, utility token with governance, total supply about 1 billion, hard cap at 3.8 million, initial supply 1.35%, and the initial cap 1 million. So the initial market cap at 1 million, quite high for a game, which I don't know what to think. You know, usually we see 240 to 400K. With decent pumps, right? 4 or 5x's, specifically taking into consideration the current market conditions. This is a private sale. This is not the IDO round. However, they would have to wait for a better market sentiment if they really want that pump. All right, token distribution, most important. 5% of the seed, of the total supply is allocated to the seed. 0% TGE, 0.16. I love this. I love linear daily unlocks. Why? Because you have so much less price volatility. What this would create in a bearish market is a linear downward trend, right? On the token, it will slowly lose value because people claim every day and then sell. Most people will claim once a week, once a month, and then sell if they are not smart, right? However, in a bullish pattern, you don't get the spikes of the unlocks either because it would be a linear upward trend likely. So daily unlock is my preferred way, and I never claim daily, right? I use track digits, and I put it basically not as a daily linear. I put it as a 7-day claim, 14 days usually, just so I can check the price. Anyway, 0.67, 167 linear after 3 months, so there's a 3-month cliff. Private, also 3-month cliff, a little bit higher on the vested period. So this would basically mean that they're finished, I would say maybe a month sooner, 2 weeks sooner, I don't know. The public, 50% TGE, okay, they definitely get their tokens a lot faster, which I assume they're also a lot more expensive. Team, 20%, 12%, 12 months locked, which is 1 year, and then 20 months monthly, which would be about a year and a half, right? Just over a year and a half. Advisors, I always like to have the advisors the same as the team. I don't see why they're any different, but here they give them some more room, 6-month lock, and then 5% monthly. This is basically where you likely are going to see the token drops because they will have quite a large majority of the supply. So when the team and the advisors, they probably have some brains, right? They will not drop their 10% at once. They will distribute it across the month with some small sell-offs if they have to, hopefully. Liquidity, 10%, fine. Ecosystem, okay, fine. Marketing, also fine. Reserve, locked, fine, makes sense. The percentages are fine. Team 20, advisory 5. I would not recommend anything higher than that, but so far so good. I just want to know the prices. Here we go. The prices. We have the seed round at 1.5 cents, private at 3 cents, and then public at 5 cents, 2% 7. Okay, the raise 3.85 million. Why? Okay, so the hard cap, which is basically the total raise, and the initial cap 1. which is, because it's 0% TGE, right? Yeah, so after 3 months, this is, but that's fine, that's fine. So this is basically 1 million is IDO, but that's probably including the liquidity because it is 50% TGE, so that would be 500,000, right? So this, I would assume, includes the liquidity to bring it to a 1 million initial market cap. Quite high, a little too high for my liking, specifically regarding the bearish sentiment, as I said. But let's see when they're going to plan this. The percentages are fine, in my opinion, relative to the increase. Probably seed, what you have to take into consideration, seed has waited a long time. So for them to get basically a 3x on the launch with 0% TGE is fine, right? So the 3x, the 4x that they might be able to obtain once the tokens start, and it's daily linear as well. So I don't see any problems there. These guys believed in the vision where there was likely no project yet, right? The private sale invested when the game was already further in the marketing and development side of things. The NFT marketplace, the economy. So this is where the harvested resources are for sale, the heroes, the chests, land ownership, clans, buildings, makes sense. Play to earn, taking part in the governance, staking, trading, okay. Yeah, this is what I like. Okay, so a complete overview of how the economy works. The users withdraw their tokens as a fee to create NFTs. The result is you will gain a hero used to access the game. In the game, you can unlock chests, which rewards the tokens, which you could withdraw. Inside the game, you can also do games and get chests, and it rewards also tokens. Okay, then you can also, start here. I started in the middle. BUSD, buy something from the marketplace, a blind box, which gets you a hero. You can buy, sell NFTs, or you could buy and sell NFTs on the marketplace with your BUSD and then get the token, which makes sense. Yeah, simple economy, right? Simple economy, but it works. The roadmap. Start of the migration of the game to the blockchain, launch MVP version, okay, conduct token sale. Okay, which one though? Token sales, but they're not up to date on their roadmap because the private sale is running right now and it's already Q2 2022. So maybe they start the sale, seed sale here. Launch of updated landing page, okay, that's strange for your roadmap. Launch marketplace testnet, IDO and exchange listings, launch closed alpha version, release Kingdomraids. Okay, so they're going from alpha to the launch in 1 quarter. Okay, launch of land gameplay alpha, release the game on, so it's just the release. It's not actually, yeah, okay. It's not the open public version, I assume, because in that case, they're moving quite quick. This roadmap isn't really that transparent. You have the team, all right, so it looks like it's a Vietnamese team. Quite big as well. All right, perfect. Pitchdeck, quite clear. Now let's go to the Quantum Store. So the Quantum Store, what is important is that it's a private round. They're going to raise 200K. I am actually KYC'd, so I don't know how it's showing this error. I have one NFT, which gives me access to $1,000 a maximum allocation. I have to disappoint you, I'm not going to invest. Why not? I can tell you. So if you want to join, you need to KYC and you need to buy one of these NFTs, currently about 0.6 Ethereum, which will run you about $1,754. I can be very transparent, as I always am. The reason I'm not going to participate is I think relative to the market cap, which I don't like, it's too high for this game, in my opinion, with the current market conditions. I don't know when the IDO is. And obviously I have a lot of opportunities with all the launch pads that I'm involved in, all the VCs that I'm involved in, and I don't think, in my opinion, that this is the right opportunity for me right now. One other thing that I think it's important to note is that there's a 33% fee that Spectre is bringing into play for this token. So the private round is 3 cents. They're charging 4 cents, which is not a 25% gain, but a 33% gain. Obviously they have fees that they need to cover, and I respect that. It's their choice, but that's one of the reasons I think 33% is a little bit too high. I think 10%, 15% is fair, but 33%, they must have significant cost, maybe startup cost of the platform, but they would make about $66,000, if my math is correct, off this sale, right? Which I think is a lot of money. for just the work that has been done. I don't know how many people are involved or whatever. I don't really care too much. I think they're doing a great job. They have a lot more projects lined up, which I think are interesting. And I think it's a good project. It's just personally, for me, it's not the best opportunity right now. Let's do what I want to note. So don't think that because I'm covering in this video, I'm giving you all this information that I'm actually going to invest, because I'm not. But doesn't mean that I'm not going to complete my review, because of course I will. So you can unlock your heroes as before, as we saw before. You have different styles, right, that you can play with. And they have a full white paper as well. I'll just pull that up. Then the roadmap. So this one is basically the same, but a little bit more detail. So here they say seed sale, here they say private sale. So this one is a lot more up to date than the pitch deck, but I mean, it looks fine. There's not obviously too much to it. They have their LinkedIn's linked, so it's not that clear. You need to click on it, but I only want to see the CEO, the CTO. Is there a CMO? And art director, game engine. Okay. Okay, this is the... Okay, so there's nothing on Kingdomraids. Chief Executive Officer, Kingdomraids, OX Tech Team. So this is the CTO, I assume, right? Doc? Yeah. But he's not registered under this company, which is a little strange. Let me look at... Okay, so this is a completely different person. Barney Cute. And this is another guy. Engineer lead. Okay, so he has a different name there. And they don't have a registered company either. But he's also the CTO at MetaMask. So that's a little what I don't like. You know, I like specifically developers, leadership team, to focus on one project at a time. This one is not linked. This is the BizDev person, T, and she is registered. So see, business development and investor relations lead. Okay, so I mean, half on the team, 5 out of 10, right? Doesn't instill a lot of confidence, but I would also recommend them just to put the LinkedIn logo. It's a little bit more efficient. So the partners, Gear, Animoca, Spectre is there, PathDAO is there. So they have a good cap table, right? I mean, it's not the best one, but it's definitely interesting to see, because I didn't expect it from a game like this. So they must have a really strong team for these guys to come on board, or they must really believe in the tokenomics, right? So team, they have basically the same picture. Coming soon on the tokenomics, last modified 3 months ago. I don't know about that. I think the white paper should always be up to date with all the latest information. So if you have tokenomics on your deck, you should have tokenomics in the paper as well. Well, here they have a lot of information about the game, which I think is great. But I think the tokenomics, the specifications there should also be very important, right? And a lot of these things, like, they are like separate topics. Just put it in one fucking overview. If it's like only 2 lines of text, just put it in like game activities and just put the text below it. Just my personal opinion, efficiency. Anyway, let's watch this little trailer that they have and then cast our final judgment, which I'm going to keep it basic for this one. I think that they have some opportunity, right? I think for Spectre, if this is their 2nd or 3rd launch, yeah, they're doing great. It's quite a big race, 200K, so they're definitely putting themselves on the map. I think the fee is a little bit too high, but that's just my business opinion. My personal opinion is I think the market cap is a little bit too high. So the reason I wouldn't invest, although I get $1,000 allocation, which is really high, is because I don't think that my strategy works. And my strategy, as you guys might know, is get my initial back as soon as possible. So with the no TGE, with a 3-month cliff, and then daily vested, it will take quite a long time. So probably once we look at the vesting, let me see, it was 0.18 daily. So to get 1% is 5 days. So it will be 500 days, right? Which is about 16 months vested-ish, at least longer than a year, right? With the current market sentiment and how volatile things are, you know, we might be in a bull market by then, right? It might be good. It does look like the trailer is really nice. It does look that the game is thoroughly thought out. They already have some good partners, some strong partners on board. So I think they can do amazing things. right? But I just look at my risk tolerance, and I already have so many projects invested, probably over 100 in active vesting, right? So definitely an interesting opportunity, but a pass for me. If I would judge this, that I would say, oh, I have enough money to invest, right? And I don't have that many projects invested. I'm already with Spectre VC. Then yes, this might be an interesting opportunity, specifically also to take into consideration that you have to support the VC for them to get traction. So if they have a 200K raise and they only sold 55K so far, so let me refresh this. I haven't connected, it's disconnected my MetaMask, but let's say they have a 200K raise and they only raise 100K. That's bad for the VC, right? They want to basically sell out every single sale, so they know their business side of things, and specifically on the first couple of projects, so this is the second project actually, you want to support them, right? And I'm making this video to support them. So guys from Spectre, guys from Quantum, I hope you appreciate this video. It was my pleasure. I'll be making sure to cover all of your launches in the future if you're interested in that. And if you're watching and you are interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. My name is Colin. I always give you a 100% fair analysis according to my opinion. Super transparent, no paid shilling on this channel. Anyway, let me know what you think about the Kingdomraids opportunity in the comments down below, and I'll be there to answer any questions you might have as well, or maybe learn something I didn't know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Real quick before you go, if you're into IDOs and Launchpad, check out my software trackdigits.com, free to use while in beta. It tracks all your IDO vesting so you never miss a claim again, integrates with Google Calendar and sends you a notification to your phone 10 minutes before your claim happens. No longer will you have to work with Google Sheets, Excel, keep everything up to date in an automated software. The claims, the vesting, the profit and loss, the statistics, everything included in one easy to use software. You can use it for free while in beta. All I ask in return is that you give me some feedback on how we can improve this platform. You can find a link to sign up for free through the link in the description down below. I hope you give it a shot. Let me know what you think. I'm very excited in building this platform together with you, trackdigits.com.